Hello and welcome to this first lecture in this new section on how to use systems thinking for policy analysis. So in this section, we will give you an in-depth view of how can you use systems thinking for policy analysis. And we will begin by taking a look at a question. How does system thinking help analyzing the effectiveness of the policies and the interventions by considering the impact on the broader system? So that's what we will take a look at. Now, system thinking helps analyze the effectiveness of policies and intervention by considering their impact on the broader system in several ways. Now, what are these some of the several key ways? Let's take a look at them. So, first thing that system thinking does is it encourages viewing policies and interventions as a part of a larger interconnected system. Rather than focusing only on the immediate effect, system thinking considers how policies and interventions interact with other components of the system, including things like feedback loops, interdependencies, and system dynamics. And this holistic perspective allows you a more comprehensive understanding of their potential impacts. So it encourages this holistic thinking. Second thing that system thinking does in a key manner is it facilitates analysis of interdependencies between the policies, interventions, and other factors within the system, the broader system we talked about. It considers how changes in one part of the system may affect other parts, both directly and indirectly. And by identifying these interdependencies, policymakers can anticipate the potential ripple effects of the unintended consequences of their action. Third thing system thinking does is it helps identify the feedback loops within the system that may be affected by the policies and interventions. Now, it considers how policy loops can amplify and dampen positive and negative effects of the intervention over time. And by recognizing the presence of such feedback loops, policymakers can anticipate how policies and interventions may lead to unintended outcomes and adjust their approaches accordingly. The next thing that system think enables is the analysis of the system dynamics and behavior over a period of time. Now, there policymakers use tools such as system dynamics modeling, and that helps you as a policymakers to stimulate how policies and interventions may propagate through the system and influence overall system behavior. And this will allow you as a policymaker to anticipate the long-term effect of your actions and identify potential bottlenecks or points of leverage, either of them. So it does that with the help of the system dynamic analysis. The next thing system thinking encourages you as a policymaker to do is to engage in scenario planning. And there you can explore different potential outcomes of the policies and interventions. And there, by considering the range of possible futures, you can assess the robustness of your policies and interventions and identify strategies that are resilient across different scenarios. Uh, the uh, the next thing that system thinking emphasizes is the importance of engaging stakeholders from diverse backgrounds and perspectives in the policy making process, and it does so by soliciting input from these stakeholders, diverse set of stakeholders, and there as a policymaker you can gain insights into the potential impact of policies and interventions on the different parts of the system, and that can help you identify strategies that can address the need and interest of all relevant parties. Also, system thinking promotes adaptive management approaches that we have talked about earlier, where you as a policymaker can continuously monitor the effectiveness of the policies and intervention and adjust your approach based on the feedback and new information. Now, this iterative process allows you to learn from experience, make course corrections as needed, and improve the effectiveness of your policies and interventions over a period of time. So, if you look at overall, system thinking helps analyze the effectiveness of policies and interventions by considering their impact on the broader system, including feedback loops, interdependencies, system dynamics, scenario planning, stakeholder engagement, and adaptive management. And by taking such a holistic approach, you as a policymaker can develop more effective strategies and policies that promote positive outcome and minimize unintended consequences in a complex and dynamic system. So what do we do next? In the next, we will take a look at an example of how system thinking helps analyzing the effectiveness of the policies and interventions. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture on how to use system thinking for policy analysis. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your question, and also download the PDF file to take a look at anything that is of specific interest to you.